Welcome to episode 26. I used to get told off for talking and now I get paid to speak. If I was going to create a gift card range, this is where I would start, because when I was a kid, I was always told off. Maybe you were too, like, stop talking, just keep it down. Girls, just get on with it now, do all these things. And now I can look back in retrospect and go, oh no, I was just building my career, sir. That's what I was doing. I was just practicing the art of communication. And now every single time that invoice gets paid, it's such a beautiful moment, because you're like, yeah, I'm just getting paid, like living my life, using my skill set. And that's what I want you to do and take away from this episode. I want you to think about how you can elevate your skill set. I think sometimes we can dilute ourselves and assume that we have to be something else. But what I want you to do is to dig into you. How do you talk? How do you share information? How do you tell stories? What do people recognize? All of these elements. And if you think about any speakers that you know, if they suddenly started taking on another style, it wouldn't sit right, because you'd know that they were not being true to themselves. I want you to go to these words next, and maybe you want to add a few others, something that comes to the surface. I want you to think about purpose, and I want you to think about your inner power. And power is not about taking over everything and infiltrating every space. It's about connecting with that version of you that knows you are on purpose and you have that power to be able to deliver and communicate cleanly. I want you to think about how you can do that, how you can reach your people, how they're going to get it, how you're going to be able to phrase things in a way that you just suddenly see the audience smiling and nodding along. I want you, thirdly, to reinvent some of the words that maybe were stuck onto you as a little girl. Things such as being outspoken, being too emotional, being bossy, being a chatterbox. You will have many of your own. It's time to reclaim those. And this has been interesting, having a boy and a girl in my house. My son might say something and then somebody else might be like, gosh, isn't it great? Isn't it great? He can really articulate himself, and like, what a good talker. My daughter will do something very similar, and suddenly people might say, oh, she's bossy. Oh, she knows her own mind. Or she's going to be trouble when she's older. And me and my partner, we always sit back and be like, this is interesting, isn't it? And he grew up with him and his brother, and for me, it was me and my brother. So I did have an understanding of those gender differences. But paying attention to them and using them is really important. Another thing I've noticed with my daughter is sometimes she just gets really stressed and like, in her frustration. And I get it, because she's 6, and sometimes her feelings are bigger than the speed that her words can come out. But I have said to her, if you want people to listen to you, if you want to communicate cleanly, I want you to take a deep breath. Because when you take that deep breath, it comes from a grounded place, and then you can think clearly and you can articulate what it is that you want to say. I mean, literally every day is a school day in this house, and I am learning as I go. But I am also using all these observations and bringing them into my work, so you have those real life examples as well. I would love to know, as always, what you're going to take away from today's episode. I would also love it if you subscribe to the playlist, watch the workshop, which is in full down below, and if you are ready to join Speak Up and really dig into your speaking career and begin monetizing it in a way that feels good to you, there are 3 ways to join. Details are below. Add magic at checkout to save 20%.